Hello, my darling ladies. Crystal, your dating coach. Closure. We're all looking for closure. Well, actually, it's just women. Us women. Yeah, the ladies who are looking for closure. Because you know what? Men don't look for closure. They just move on. The relationship ended. They move on. They don't worry about why you left them, why the relationship ended. And that's what we women should start doing. Closure? Well, this is closure. That he didn't fight for the relationship. That he didn't do everything in his power to make it work. He didn't communicate what was going wrong. So you can fix it together. Because he didn't want to fix it. He preferred to end it and move on. Either because he had someone waiting in the wings, which they usually do, because men don't like to be alone. They usually stay in a bad relationship till they meet someone. Or he just has something wrong with him. Because never blame yourself for the ending of a relationship. If two people don't communicate, that means that other person is at fault. Because two adults who loved each other, cared about each other, communicate, work to make the relationship go further. They fight for it. They do everything in their power to make the relationship work. They don't end it. They don't move on. They don't go to someone else. But you can be absolutely gorgeous, absolutely brilliant, rich, successful, and he will leave you. Because he feels he can do better. Yes, he can do better than you. He thinks he's better than you. You're not good enough for him. But you are. You are good enough for him. Actually, you're better than him. You're better than a man who's not communicating, didn't do everything in his power to make the relationship work. You do not need a man like that in your life. You need a man who will adore you, love you, appreciate you, value you. And when the relationship isn't working, yes, all relationships have problems, ups and downs. But a real man who really cares about you, who loved you, is going to work on it. He's going to communicate. He's going to try to talk things out. Okay, honey, I'm feeling this. What are you feeling? Not just end it and move on. Know your value, my darlings. Don't look for closer. Who cares? Why do you care that someone who obviously doesn't love you anymore, why they ended it? That's their problem, not yours. Your value does not go down because one man doesn't love you, because one man didn't see your value, because one man didn't want to take the relationship one step further. His value goes down because you were in a relationship and he did not do everything in his power to make it work. His relationship goes down. You should have absolutely no more respect for this man who ended the relationship instead of working and fighting on it. So closure, your closure is he's gone. That's your closure. He's gone. Didn't do anything to make the relationship work, to fight for it. Didn't communicate. Didn't let you know how he was feeling. If he was feeling frustrated, if he was feeling alone, whatever. He didn't let you know. He didn't tell you. He ended it. Didn't want to work it out. Thinks he can do something better. Thinks he can have a better woman than you. Well, that's his problem. Because he can't. Because this man is incapable of having a real relationship. Because a real relationship is not just good times and laughing and going out dancing. It's also about struggling. It's also about bad times. It's also about working on the problems that you have in a relationship. Whether it's in the relationship or outside of the relationship, it's all about working together. That's what a relationship is. Relating with each other. Teamwork. Not just seeing the faults. Not just saying, oh, I'm unhappy. I don't like this. She's not doing that. I want this. I'm going to end it. I'm going to find someone else. Well, whatever the reason why the relationship didn't work with you, he's going to have that same problem. That's who he is. Incapable of having a relationship. You don't need that man in your life anymore. Good riddance, bye-bye, sayonara, ciao. You will find a man, my darlings, who will value you, who will love you, who will adore you. When there are problems, we'll work on it, we'll communicate, we'll fight for your love. So let's stop worrying about closure. Closure is overrated. You do not need to know why a man who doesn't value you didn't want you in his life. You don't care. Who cares? You care about people who value you, want you in their life, not someone who doesn't want you in their life, why they ended it, why they didn't want to continue a relationship. You don't need to care. You don't need to worry about that. That's your closure. That they did not want to work on the relationship. You are free, my beautiful high value lady. You are free to meet a man who will value you. And now you know how a man acts when they do value you. They work on it. They communicate. They do not end it. They do not leave. They do not go searching for someone else. Ciao for now, my darling ladies. Your closure, that he closed it. He didn't want to work on it. That's the only closure you need. Move on, my darlings, because your soulmate is waiting for you. Ciao for now. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe.